All right, welcome back to another episode of Beer, Bacon, and Bros. As always, I'm Adam, Alex, Chris, and Keith with me here tonight. We're going to jump into week 2 of college football predictions, but before that, please subscribe to the page, help us grow the channel, like the video, comment what you think based off the games we got coming up. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Chris, game 1 of week 2, what we got?
Well, before we do that, I'm going to jump into last week's numbers so everybody knows where they stand. Alex and Adam both with 6 correct picks of the 9. Keith and I with 5 correct picks of the 9. So not too far behind. But the only one we all swung and missed on was LSU over Florida State. So
well, that game was, you know what that game was. If you go look at the highlights, it was a last-second block field goal.
So Alex with the great pick of Indiana, and Adam with the great pick of Florida upsetting Utah. So that's what really
Keith
separated.
also picked Indiana.
Keith did also pick Indiana. My bad. You did. You actually did.
So
Chris is at the bottom by himself.
Yep, you are correct. So, all right, there we go. Now it's updated. So, week 2, kicking off. First game is Friday night. We got Louisville at UCF at 7:30 on Friday.
I want the Golden Knights.
Yeah, UCF.
Yeah.
UCF is the 6th.
National champions, baby.
And Louisville looks absolutely horrendous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who will play their first game? I know they lost. Who did they play?
They played Syracuse at Syracuse.
Syracuse at Syracuse?
Yeah. But they still look awful.
It was a 31-7.
Yeah.
Yeah, UCF all day.
Yeah, go ahead and give me the Golden Knights.
I'll go with you guys. So we'll just go Golden Knights across the board.
All right.
All right, second game, the nooner on Saturday. We'll see how this one goes. Alabama at Texas.
Bama.
Roll Tide.
Yeah, Bama.
Are you going to be a
20-point
homer
favorite.
and take Texas?
No, absolutely
Bama.
not. Texas didn't show me enough in game 1 for them to even be considered.
I own them in the college football league, and I am not playing them.
Why? You didn't play A&M versus
I'm not playing Texas. I spent $38 on Texas. I was in week 1. Or week 2.
All right, hometown action for us. South Carolina at number 16. Arkansas also a noon game on Saturday. Arkansas currently now an 8.5-point favorite. It's going up by half a point.
I'm taking Arkansas. I was not impressed with defense. Looked good, but the O-line play from South Carolina did not look great this past weekend. And playing some stout SEC defense in Arkansas is a different story than Georgia State, and Georgia State made us look silly out there this past weekend.
I'm going to go South Carolina.
All right.
I think we were kind of conservative on the playbook, like any smart coach would be. Teams historically make the most progress after week 1 before week 2. So I'm kind of hoping the offensive line does that. And Spencer Rattler had moments of greatness flashed in that game. So I think South Carolina's going to shock the world on this one.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I was going to say, I agree with Alex on certain points in that. I think Spencer Rattler looked, outside of the one pass that he telegraphed to the DB, I think he looked really good. The first interception was not his fault. The second one was, but I mean he was able to escape the pocket and elude a lot of pressure that came at him the entire game. I think he only got sacked maybe 1-2 times. As much pressure was in his face to only be sacked twice.
And he looked so good on rolling out compared to previous sideline quarterbacks. He was actually still looking downfield, going through his progressions while rolling out.
So and I mean hell, Jalen Brooks surprised us all by catching all those damn passes that were thrown to him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I want to say South Carolina. I really do.
Say it.
Because I think
put it on tape. Say it.
I think we can beat Arkansas. Because I mean,
Do it now. 3, 2, 1, 1, 2,
All
3,
right,
3, 2, 1.
I'll stick with my buddy over here. I'll be the South Carolina homer.
Okay. I'm taking Arkansas.
I know what you're doing.
I do actually think that South Carolina will cover the 8.5. I think it's going to be closer. South Carolina's had a long bad history of trying to cover mobile quarterbacks, and KJ Jefferson is a thick Cam Newton, Tim Tebow-esque quarterback.
We did it last year with. I mean, he's not as good, but they did it last year with the quarterback in Auburn, who's that same body style, same body.
TJ Finley.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. A great one of Alex's fantasy teams, University of Texas San Antonio Roadrunners, who had to go to triple overtime ultimately to lose to Houston by 2, is on the road at Army, who also lost week 1 at Coastal. UTSA is a 2-point favorite.
I'm going Army.
I'm going Army.
Ooh. Little military love there.
This is at
Off
Army.
quick. This is at Army.
I think that Army Coastal game was just better than the UTSA fluke over there going to double overtime.
Triple.
Army was one of those supposed to be 10-win teams this year, right?
Yep.
Yep.
One of those big teams.
At least 9. I think they would project like 9.
Yeah, 9 wins, but the Coastal was one of the games they weren't projected to win.
What's the
The line's at 2.
not the line of like the fan vote or whatever they call
The
it?
fan vote has Army 63%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go Black Knights.
I don't think that's the fan vote. That's some sort of ESPN
That's the
actual
matchup
algorithm.
predict-
That's
yeah,
their
that's the
matchup
matchup
predictor.
Yeah.
I'll go with Black Knights.
That's Army for all you non.
Yeah.
Sorry, Stash. Army.
I'm gonna go UTSA. I'm gonna take UTSA. They were a big time winning team last year. I want to go just a little bit against y'all on this one and
Try to
see
make up
what
some
happens.
ground.
Yeah. See what happens. So
It's rough being in the bottom.
It is.
yeah. Houston Cougars going to Texas Tech. Texas Tech a 3-point favorite against the number 25 Cougars.
Texas Tech. It's going to show us that Houston's not shit. That's why UTSA took the triple overtime.
Okay. All right.
Give me the upset. I'm taking Houston.
The upset would be Texas Tech.
No,
No.
Texas 3-point favorite.
Oh well, technically by rankings, the upset would be Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as the favorite, I'm taking the underdog or the whatever.
Or you want Houston? So
I
you
want
Texas
Houston.
Tech. All right.
Gotta go Texas Tech.
I'm gonna take Houston.
Can I change my answer now?
You're in there, big guy. You're in there. Another one of Alex's teams, UAB, who's a 6.5-point favorite, is on the road at Liberty.
I had UAB last year, and I think I played them almost every week. And I thought they looked good even this past week. To what? They had like a 30-point win, right? They had a pretty,
I think it was more than that.
I say it was a pretty big
It was
win.
59-0
Yeah, I'm gonna say they look really good.
against Alabama A&M, though.
But still, UAB looks good offensively. Good, and I know it's Alabama, but still, give me UAB.
Yeah, I'm gonna go UAB as well.
I'm going UAB as well.
I'll take the Blazers.
Is that UAB?
That's UAB for all you non-sports fans,
Yep.
including Stash.
Yep.
All
right. Southern Cal at Stanford. Southern Cal only a 9-point favorite on the road at Stanford. Stanford has won.
Only a 9-point favorite?
Yep.
Stanford has beat USC 4 out of the last 5 or 5 out of the last 6.
It's
No, I mean like how
it's 3 of the last 5.
In Stanford.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just curious how you think 9 points is only 9 points.
Well,
That's
they're
quite
not-
a big spread.
They're the number 10 team in the country against a team that won 3 games last year. So
But
You would think
Stanford's
the
coming
spread-
off of what? The Colgate big win? That's a big win right there, 41-10.
Hey, I'll
Where is
take
Colgate?
I'll take the 5
Colgate's
points.
up in the Northeast.
and maybe I have no idea.
Colgate sounds like it belongs in Canada.
It belongs in Canada.
That's what it sounds like it belongs. No, I'm taking USC beating Stanford at Stanford.
Anniversary.
Yeah.
You don't need to go shopping. You need to go off.
You could tell who's been on this laptop the last time.
It's a liberal
It
arts.
is in New York.
It's a
Good
liberal
job,
arts.
Alex.
It's a liberal arts college.
Yep, in New York.
You're gonna go very far with your degree.
All right, so you said you're taking the Stanford upset? Is that what I heard?
No, I'm taking USC
I think I
beating
heard
Stanford.
Stanford upset. Y'all heard Stanford upset?
I
I'm gonna go USC as well. Their new head coach. They're gonna go out there and just freaking toss the rock around and score 80 bajillion points.
Yeah, I'm going USC. I mean, I have Stanford, but I'm not going to play them against USC.
Yeah, I'm gonna take USC. It's a little scary game when they've won 3 of the last 5 at Stanford. So we'll see if the
Yeah, this is a different USC team.
let's hope. So, all right, down to our final 3 big games. Actual ranked opponents going against each other. Number 24 Tennessee at number 17 Pitt. Tennessee currently a 6.5-point favorite. This is a 3:30 game on Saturday.
I'm gonna go Pitt on this one. I think Pitt looks phenomenal. They played West Virginia really well, especially with that being like
It was a great game.
the
too.
rivalry game already happening in week 1 is just phenomenal. Especially the backyard brawl. I had to come back in 11 years. Pitt's returning 7 of their offensive linemen. They've got everything on defense they need. They've looked good with the quarterback and wide
Service
receiver
looked
question
really good.
marks.
Yeah.
I say
Tennessee's got to prove themselves, and Ball State's not the worthy opponent that makes them go up to the whatever ranking they are.
24, yeah.
I'm going to go Pitt on this one.
This is, I think, going to be a sneaky game. I think it's closer than the 6 points. I think Pitt covers the spread, but I'm taking Tennessee.
Okay.
I want the Pitt Panthers. I agree with everything Alex is saying.
I'm going to go with Tennessee.
You want Jimmy Big
I'm with Alex. I do think the Ball State game is a little bit like there's no reason to be celebrating the way they beat Ball State. I think Pitt is a little beaten up just a little bit just because that was such a great game versus West Virginia. Very hard hitting, backyard brawl, everything Alex is talking about. The old tradition needs to happen every year. I do think that Tennessee got to have a nice little cruise play in the park with Ball State. And I also think that a great thing that Alex mentioned earlier about the play calling, I don't think Tennessee had to open up the playbook. I think Pitt opened up the playbook to beat West Virginia. And so there's just a little bit of a strategic edge for them against that. So, final two games. Baylor at BYU. Number 9 Baylor at number 21 BYU. BYU is a 3.5-point favorite at home.
Give me the Bears.
Which honestly, if you go off the old adage of you get 3 points for just being home, but basically ESPN saying it's a 0.5 game.
Yeah.
It's a 0.5 game.
I own Baylor in the fantasy. Give me Baylor.
Give me the MILF Hunters.
I'm with Alex.
Give me the BYU MILF Hunters.
I'm
They're
with
the
Alex.
Cougars for a reason, man.
Yeah.
They are the Cougars for a reason. I also think that I'm going to take BYU here. This is a telling game for BYU. They have a lot of big games on their schedule this year. They have to play a lot of hard opponents. If you're, considering our fantasy league, they have the highest opportunity for the most points this year. This could be a proving game for them if they can beat Baylor, or it could be if they get blown up by 30. It's going to be a long season for them. And the final game, SEC matchup, number 20 Kentucky at number 12 Florida. Florida a 5-point favorite.
They both lose.
The tie.
Can I pick the blue team?
Yeah.
I'm going Kentucky here. I don't think Florida pulls because I think Kentucky's the better team here. I know that Florida is the favorite and is currently ranked higher, but I just don't see I wouldn't say it a fluke win versus Utah, but it was.
Everything went right for Florida.
Yeah,
It's not going to be a repeatable outcome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing how you picked an unranked Florida team last week to beat number 7 Utah, but you're going to pick the number 20 Kentucky team coming to number 12 Florida?
Yep.
Well, because we don't think that Florida should be number 12.
I don't think. Yeah. Now the Florida was all just because I say it's again because I said last week it was at home versus Utah. Utah, I think, last year was a good team, and clearly this year something just didn't click in week 1. But week 2, like you're saying, that's the greatest improvements from week 1 to week. So whatever the little tune-ups that Kentucky needs, granted Florida's going to have the same little tune-ups, but I think they had to pull out a lot to beat Utah, and I think Kentucky comes in a little more prepared, a little more experienced. I'm taking Kentucky.
I'm going to go Kentucky. And Mark Stoops is going to get his fucking high horse and talk about how they beat the team that beat the number 7 team, so they should be it's a factor number 6, and then also
If not 5, right?
Yeah. Then he's going to throw shade at other coaches and all that nonsense.
I'm with both of you, actually. I'm going to take Kentucky. I really do think that Kentucky is such a slept-on team sometimes, especially in the SEC East version, and so I would love to see Kentucky just go into Gainesville, run the football, play good defense, do the same damn thing they've been doing for the last 3 years, walk out of there with a nice victory, and knock Florida back down the rankings.
Yeah, I don't think, like I said earlier, I think everything fell in the right place for Florida against Utah. Anthony Richardson had the game of his life against Utah, but I think Kentucky walks out of this one.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, he had that little weird jump spin move, stiff
Yeah,
arm, all that.
fake,
Yeah,
that,
the pump fake spin move jump at the same time, stuff like that goes to show you it was just meant to be Florida win that game. I don't think they can repeat.
To then just find the open man
Yeah.
standing in the
Yeah,
end
just
zone.
standing in the back of the end zone.
Yeah.
So.
All right. That's our Week 2 college football picks. Let us know in the comments who you think is going to win some of these games, and if we're crazy for what we're picking. As always, we appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe.